Hello, long overdue for a guitar practice session. This is what I've been doing the most of in the past few weeks. I've just been practicing furiously. And the reason why we've got the split screen business today is because I've decided to really kind of go all in on this application that I wrote called Guitar Tutor. At one stage I was trying to just memorize the entire fretboard and learn all of this stuff so that I could play without any assistance. And it occurred to me, what the hell are you doing? You have no intention of ever joining a band or playing live. You know, I'm not a performer, I'm a songwriter. I don't need to memorize this stuff, I just need to be able to do it. And so what I'm doing these days is basically playing alongside Guitar Tutor 100% of the time. If I'm playing the guitar, this thing is helping me out. So what we've got here is a little ditty in D flat major, and I've implemented a few new features in Guitar Tutor that help me modulate more easily between different modes. And as you'll see, I've got some little techniques to help prevent the different modes not all end up sounding the same. So what we've got is this thing in D flat major, as I say, and at some point in the performance I'll switch to A flat. But rather than just playing in A flat mixolydian, I'm actually going to hide the D flats from the visible display in Guitar Tutor, so I won't play the original tonal center, and so it will genuinely sound like a different scale. So the way that I do that is, at the moment you can see that I'm in D flat major, and I can use the key finder to say, well, show me the scale that's currently being represented. And so key finder shows me all the 7 notes in D flat major, but it also shows me all of the alternatives, and here you can see A flat major mixolydian. Now I can click on that scale, and now Guitar Tutor is displaying A flat mixolydian, so it's basically like a crib sheet. And then the next stage is to say, okay, turn off all the D flats. And so now I'm seeing A flat mixolydian with all of the D flats missing. So I'm not going to accidentally fall back into my old scale, into the D flat major. So that's the plan. Now I've implemented all of these new features in Guitar Tutor over the past few weeks. I'm going to publish this version of the application to my Patreon page. So if you want to check out the link below, anybody who subscribes to me on Patreon at any level, you'll get a copy of this for free. I'm going to start basically actively updating and maintaining this application, and any changes that I make to it from here on in, I'm going to publish to my Patreon page. So what I'm basically going to do is get this 8-bar loop running, the D flat major loop. I'll be able to play both of these scales over the top, and it's going to sound good, hopefully. And I'll shut me up so that you can't hear my mic noises, and let's give it a go. So this is pretty much my template for practice now. I've cut down a lot of the extraneous information in Guitar Tutor. There's a mode now where you can basically just look at the 3 primary scales, pick any of them, and then if you essentially pull that up into Keyfinder, you can start disabling notes, and it gives you ever increasing ranges. If maybe you're playing a riff that only contains 5 notes, plug those 5 notes into Keyfinder. Those are all of your options that you can say, right, now I can pick any of those scales and modulate to them. And I'm tending to find that it's obviously easiest to modulate between the root and the perfect fifth. And so I've actually coloured the perfect fifth differently in the scale map to really help me visualize where that anchor point is. You know, as far as nature's concerned, as far as the harmonic series is concerned, the root and the perfect fifth are really, really close. That's why they sound so good together. That's why heavy metal chords, you know, contain those 2 notes, and you can distort the hell out of them because they're so strong. They work so well together. And so modulating between the tonic and the perfect fifth just absolutely makes sense. But there's nothing stopping you, if the notes permit, to go from a major mode to a harmonic minor version of a perfect fifth and introduce, you know, interesting colour that way. So just absolutely tons of stuff to play with. I'll upload this little D flat major ditty to my Patreon account as well, so if you want to download this, you'll be able to play along to it. I'm just having so much fun. Now that it's no longer a memory exercise, memorising the fretboard is tedious and miserable, and I just hate doing it. Every time I've tried, I've failed because it's so miserable and I hate it and I'm so rubbish at it. I'd just rather spend my time being musical. That's what Guitar Tutor's all about. It helps me be musical because it shows me these are all the notes you can play. If you learn to read me like somebody, you know, a classical musician might learn to read score, I am learning to read Guitar Tutor and see that map, see that scale map just visually on the guitar. It's all about getting these notes into Cubase in the form of a song, and how I get there, I don't really care. Hope you found that interesting. If you did, please hit the like button. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.